What if I told you that one of the boldest revolutions in history began with silence? That's right. In 1920, India decided not to shout, not to shoot, but to simply give the British Empire a massive cold shoulder. Welcome to Punny history, where sometimes the biggest burn is just not showing up. Let's set the scene. It's 1919. India has just sent over 1 million of its sons to fight for Britain in World War I. The reward? Not freedom, but the Rowlatt Act. A law so restrictive it made no trial the new trial. Democracy? More like democracy, if you ask me. And then came the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. General Dyer, clearly not the best party host, turned a peaceful gathering into a horror show. The message was clear. The British weren't just unwelcome guests. They were the kind who eat all your food, break your stuff, and then ask for rent. Enter Mahatma Gandhi, with a game plan so simple it was genius. He said, don't fight them, just don't help them. The non-cooperation movement was born. The instruction manual? Withdraw your cooperation from all things British. No British schools for your kids. No British courts for your cases. No British goods in your wardrobe. No British taxes. And definitely no British honors. And boy, did India respond. Students swapped colonial classrooms for homegrown learning. Lawyers like C.R. Das and Motilal Nehru hung up their wigs and said, "Catch you later, Your Honor." Workers across the country went on strike. Foreign clothes? Straight into public bonfires. Gandhi made the spinning wheel, the charkha, the hottest accessory since, well, ever. Even the elite joined in. Gandhi returned his fancy Kaiseri Hind medal. Khadi became the new black. For the first time, wearing Indian cloth was cooler than sporting London silk. Want a fun fact? In some towns, British officials were so thoroughly ignored, their royal events were emptier than a ghost town. Imagine planning a tea party, and not even the chaiwala shows up. Talk about a steep drop in attendance. Get it? Steep? Tea? But things took a serious turn in 1922, in a small place called Chauri Chaura. A peaceful protest spiraled out of control, and the police station went up in flames, costing over 20 lives. Gandhi, ever the stickler for non-violence, took moral responsibility and called off the whole movement. It shocked the nation, but it proved his commitment to ahimsa, even when it meant slowing down the march to freedom. So what did the non-cooperation movement really achieve? It was the first time millions of Indians from every corner stood together, not with weapons, but with willpower. It showed the British that their empire wasn't invincible, just inconvenient when people stopped playing along. The non-cooperation movement was basically India's breakup text to the British. Firm, clear, and impossible to ignore. But trust me, the story doesn't end here. Next up, the civil disobedience movement, when Gandhi gets salty, literally, and marches into history. Hit subscribe, and stay tuned for more puns, more power, and more moves that change the world. On Punny History, where even silence speaks louder than words.